welcome back to my channel. So, I am doing a haul. A few of these books I already opened. Because I got them a few days ago. I was waiting to get a few more in the mail before I do a haul. And I got a few more today, when I got home this morning, and so I'm going to, open those when I get there. I'm going to do these first. So this one is, so in my last haul I showed you that I got the first book in the Unhaul series. So I also got the second and third a few days ago, and in one of the books that I have not opened yet might have the fourth and final book. I'm not sure yet, we shall see. Let's see. So this is the this is the second book, sorry. This is the second book to the Unhaul series. That's the third one. So this is called Dust and Decay. So I'm going to read you what this is about. Benny and Mara and Nix Riley can't forget the jet they saw fly over the zombie-infested mountains of the rotten ruin. The jet meant leaving, something that Nix and Benny were going to do. Now, after months of rigorous training with Tom, Benny's zombie hunter older brother, Benny, Nix, Lila, the lost girl, and Chong are ready to leave their home forever and search for a better future. But from the start, everything goes wrong. They are pursued by the living dead, with wild animals and insane murderers, and are faced with the horrors of a rebuilt gameland, where teenagers are forced to fight for their lives in the zombie pits. Worst of all, could the evil Charlie Pink Eye still be alive? Intriguing. I read this series once, but that was years ago, back in my senior year of high school, so that would have been, that must have been a good 3 years now. I can't believe it's been that long since I've been in high school. But yeah, it's been a good 3 years, I want to say, since I read this. I liked it, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately, because I was like, I like that book. I wonder if I still like it. I hope I still like it. I should still like it. I mean, yeah. So, I'm excited to reread it. I remember almost nothing. So, when I read this, it'll be like reading it for the first time, because it was 3 years ago. And like I said, like with books, at least in my experience, if you just read it once, you're not going to remember it. That's part of the reason why I love rereading books. That's not the only reason, though. I love rereading books because it's like rewatching your favorite movie or TV show, you know? Just because you know what's going to happen doesn't mean, you know, I mean, there's some things that you still get excited about over your 100th time watching, or you still get sad about over your 200th time watching, you know? So, yeah, I love rewatching movies, rewatching TV shows, rereading books, and this one, a lot of my reactions are going to be genuine because, like I said, I remember almost nothing. I basically remember the plot, the zombies, Benny, his older brother Tom. I remember his Nix a little bit. That's mostly because I looked it up, because I looked up a few things to try to jog my memory a little bit. So a lot of what I do remember, honestly, the only thing I actually remember was the fact that there was a kid who started zombie hunting with his older brother. That's really all I remember until I looked a few things up to try and jog my memory. So yeah, I'm excited to read this again. I hope I still love it. I'm sure I will. And so yeah. Now here's the third book of the series. Like I said in my last haul video, the Rotten Ruin, the first book of the series, was the first book I ever got that was like this. So it's very weird. It's gonna get getting used to. I didn't know it was like this when I first ordered it, and I never had one like this, so it's a little weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I kind of like the whole, you know, human on one part, then you open it and it's zombie. You said they have it on Round Ruin with the eye. It showed a normal eye here, and then a eye kind of similar to this hand here. So yeah. So this says, really? Okay, when he's not. Okay, no. Really for the magic. I can't speak. Reeling for the tragic events in the Round Ruin, Benny and his friends know that finding the jet they saw in the skies months ago is their best hope for having a future and a life worth living. But the zombies seem to be mutating in terrifying ways that could change everything that is known about surviving among the walking dead. And even worse, a death cult has arisen that is devoted to making zombies of every person still alive. So yeah, that sounds intriguing. Like I said, I remember almost nothing about this series, so that's fun. There is technically a fifth book, but it's not really part of the series. It's one of the main characters, who's Benny's best friend, Nix Riley. she's a writer. She loves to write, and I think read too. I think it's mostly write, but I think she likes to read too. And she writes a bunch of things down in her journal, and the 5th book is mostly just, her journal. And I'm not sure if I ever want to read that. I might change my mind someday, but as of right now, I don't really care to read that. I just want to read the actual story. But who knows, that might change, and I don't know. We'll see, because for now, I don't really have any desire to read it, but, things change. So here is the 5th book of the 5th arc of Warriors. I got that a few days ago. I might have a couple more of the 5th arc in these books. I'm not sure yet. We shall see. But this says, so since this is the 5th book of the 5th arc, this summary might confuse me a little bit. The cast have survived the deadly plague. There was a plague? There was a plague. Why? But their future is uncertain. Clear skies believe they must band together again, but few are willing to ally with them. The time has come for all cats to decide where their allegiance truly lies. Yeah. I'm still behind in the series. Luckily, I'm finally getting all the books I need, and I'm going to finally be able to catch up. Hopefully before the 7th arc gets published. Well, actually, I think the first 4 books in the 7th arc are already published, but I'm waiting till the entire arc comes out to get them, which is what my friend who got me into the series in the first place is doing as well. We are just waiting for the 7th arc to be published. Apparently, she said that the 5th book of the 7th arc will be, there's always 6 books in each arc. The 5th book of the 7th arc will be published in April of 2021. I don't know the day, but her guess is that the 6th book will be published in December. So I'm gonna have to wait a whole year to finally read that arc. Which, if I finish this soon, since I am I'll be getting to it either in February or March, I could finish it pretty soon. She thinks I will be able to because, as she said, I can be a fast reader if I'm motivated, and I'm really excited to read this series. So I'm pretty sure when I finally get to it, I'm going to be very motivated. I'm already motivated to start it, but I'm waiting until I finish a few more of my rereads. So yeah. Okay. I just a minute ago opened these bags. Can be very hard. Their book bags can be very hard to open, so I processed this. And I received this, but this is a book I actually ordered for my mom for Christmas, and it came today, so it was only a day late, so that's good. Because she loves the TV show. We're doing that book club I mentioned, and she's not much of a reader, but she's trying to get into some books. She's been reading some of mine. There are some books that she wants to read. She wants to read 50 Shades of Grey, but she's going to do that on her own time because there's like 2 things that I will not read, and we both have like our boundaries of books that we will not read. And mine are, I can't do pure romance novels. I can't do it. I just can't. I like romance in my books because I do like, a good couple, good relationship, but I can't do something that's based solely on the romance. It has to be just a side thing in the book. It can't be about the romance. I can't do that. But the other thing is sex scenes, and that's why I can't read 50 Shades of Grey. I can't do sex scenes. Okay, I just can't. So yeah. But there are some other books. She's big in serial killers, so there's some other books that I don't mind giving a try for our book club, because she has read some of my books for our book club. So which is she wants to try Stalking Jack the Ripper. She wants to there's some Lizzie Borden books she found out about, and Lizzie Borden is probably her favorite murderer. Jack the Ripper is probably her favorite serial killer, because Lizzie Borden is not actually a serial killer. But yeah, so she wants to try things like that, and so yeah, and I don't know if she's gonna choose this for her book club. Honestly, I don't know. She might read on her own time. We shall see. But she's big. She fell in love with that TV show. So I found out it was a book and told her. She had no idea it was a book. And yeah, my sister loves the TV show too. So for her birthday, I might buy it for her. I bought her Criminal Minds season 15 for Christmas because she's finally gotten to that. She's borrowing my seasons 13 and 14, and she really wants to get to season 15. So I bought her season 15. So yeah. But she's also into the show, and she's not a big reader either, but she does read John Green books. She likes a lot of his books. And that's about it for the most part, I want to say. But since she likes this TV show, I was gonna buy her this book. I'm hoping she hasn't read this book yet or owned this book, because I might try and contact her boyfriend, because he would definitely know. I'm hoping he would definitely know. So yeah. But yeah, it says, when a beautiful aspiring writer strides into East Village bookstore where Joe Goldbook works, he does what anyone would do. He Googles the name on her credit card. There's only one Guinevere Beck in New York City. She has a public Facebook account and tweets incessantly, telling Joe everything he needs to know. She's simply Beck to her friends. She went to Brown University. She lives on Bank Street, and she'll be at a bar in Brooklyn tonight. Perfect place for a chance meeting. As Joe invisibly and obsessively takes control of Beck's life, he begins quietly removing the obstacles that stand in their way. Joe will do anything to ensure Beck finds herself in his waiting arms, even if it means murder. You know, usually something like this wouldn't bother me, honestly. Because I would like something like that. It sounds intriguing, you know. But I don't know. I found out the reason, because I originally was gonna give the TV show a try. I had it on my wait list, and a part of it, and I actually heard of it because Jay Mitchell's on it, and I was like, ooh, I'll give it a try. But I found out from, I want to say, my sister, that there's a few sex scenes, and like I said, I mean, I don't like it, so I decided not to give it a try, and so here's the book, and I don't know if there are any in the book, but I don't know. So yeah, this is for my mom, though. Like I said, this is hard. These thrift book bags are hard to open. So I have scissors, because that makes it so much easier. Or maybe not. Yep, I got the 4th book of the Ron Ruin series. Awesome, I have all of them now, so I can start that whenever I'm ready. I'll probably be starting that in February, because January I'm doing the whole Friends Readathon thing. February I should be ready to do this. So yeah, that's fun. It's called Fire and Ash. It says, the world's too small for the living and the dead. What does it say? I'm curious. Benny, Mara, and his friends have found the jet and sanctuary, but neither is what they expected. Instead of a refuge, sanctuary is a hospice, and the soldiers who flew the plane seem to be little more than bureaucrats who have given up hope for humanity's future. With Chong hovering between life and death, clinging to his humanity by a thread, Benny makes a startling discovery. A scientist may have discovered a cure for the zombie plague. Desperate to have saved Chong, Benny and his friends mount a search and rescue mission, but they're not the only ones on the hunt. The Reapers are after the cure too, and they want to use it to wipe mankind off the face of the earth. With Fire and Ash, New York Times bestselling author Jonathan Maberry draws his memorable zombie series to a gory, glorious, and satisfying conclusion. Awesome. I can't wait. Like I said, I remember basically nothing, so except for a few things I looked up to try and refresh my memory a little bit. So I'm all intrigued. I see. Wow, there's a lot of chapters. These books are big, aren't they? I've had bigger books though, so they're not much of a problem. I've had a lot of bigger books than these, so yeah. So I finally have the rest of that series. Yay! Now I just need the rest of the Warrior series, which I have no idea when all of them will come. And I still have to buy a few more. There's so much. And they're making more. They're making the 7th arc, which I have not ordered yet because I'm waiting for them all to come out, which may be a year. And then, there's, in sometime in 2021, also the, like, there's a bunch of novelists, but they come in set of 3s. So, I already bought, I want to say 1 set of 3s, and I'm going to buy the rest late January or early February, around that time. So, I'll do that, and, Then I'll have them all except for the 7th arc, and then because they're making one more set of novellas. There may be more novellas after that. I do not know. They may make new super editions too. I have all these super editions that are currently out because the last super edition, the 13th one, is the most recent. It came out just a few months ago, so my friend bought that for me for my birthday earlier this month. So yeah, I have that. So yeah, there are 2 more packages of books. What the heck is in this? That doesn't even really feel like a book. What the heck? I'll get to it in a minute. It should be a book. I only buy books. Lately, at least, I've only bought books. I mean, I buy other things. I do. I have all these figurines, all these Harry Potter things around my room. I have, like, Anna and Chris up there. I have Stormfly. I have, Li Shang. I have, I have Rocket Nebula and Scarlet Witch, but I didn't buy them. Those are McDonald's toys I stole from my siblings. Okay, technically I didn't steal them. My brother gave them to me, but then he turns around and says I didn't. But we'll just move right past that. And I have all those bears, so many bears. I have an Anna stuffed animal, Raphael stuffed animal. I have a Groot stuffed animal. I have Chip too somewhere. I have a dog, but I didn't buy that. My best friend got that for me a long time ago. So yeah, I have so many bears, and I just bought like 4 more, like recently. I'm not obsessed. Okay, that might be a tad of a lie, but I also have 2 Mel dolls. One from Descendants 2, one from Descendants 3. I know I don't need 2 of them, but my mom got me the 2nd one, and then she turned around and got me the 3rd one because I wanted the 3rd one because I like her style a lot more in the 3rd one than in the 2nd one. So I don't just buy books. It's just the main thing I care about buying. So yeah, it's not just books, but this thing's hard. There. Jeez. Okay. Okay, this is from the 6th arc. I bought the 5th and 6th arc, but I bought some off thrift books, some off of eBay, some off on Amazon, because I was trying to find the cheapest I can of each one. So yeah. So this is the 2nd arc for the 6th book, so this summary is probably going to confuse me too. Embrace what you find in the shadows. After discovering that rogues had taken over SkyClan's territory and rescuing 2 kids who may be related to StarClan's prophecy, Alderpaw has returned from his quest, but the same vicious cats that drove out SkyClan have traced his path back to the lake, and ShadowClan may be the next to fall. Yikes. It's talking about SkyClan a lot and ShadowClan now. What happened to ThunderClan? That was the main clan in the first 2 arcs, and I think it's supposed to be in the 3rd arc too, because it's talking about, because the back of those summaries were talking about Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw's kids, and that means that, and they're all in ThunderClan, which means, so are they not only talking about ThunderClan anymore? Are they getting more into other clans? Maybe. I mean, ThunderClan was like the main thing in the first 2 arcs, and is probably will be in 3rd arc from what I read. And I ended up getting the 4th arc, didn't I? Yeah. What did the 4th arc say at the end? Was it? I don't know what 4th arc said. I think that 4th arc is supposed to be in ThunderClan too. So yeah. Okay. Now the last one. This feels different. It feels weird. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a book. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Like, what else do I buy? Yeah, that's why it feels weird, because it's like this packaging, which is a box that you saw me open. Yeah, it's like a pack. It's like the paper and then a box inside. That's why it felt different, because it was like, that's why it didn't feel like a book, because it has this. Okay, now the Warriors. I'm stuck to tape. Okay, this is the Dawn of the Clans. That's the 5th arc, right? Dawn of the Clans. Yeah, 5th arc. And it's the 6th book of the 5th arc. So, yeah. After moons of strife, the forest cats have settled into 5 camps, but now the dangerous rogue Slash has kidnapped Clear Sky's mate, Starflower, and made impossible demands for prey. And if all 5 groups can't work together, their new way of life may not survive. Path of Stars. Can't wait to finally get to all of these. This, I think, is supposed to be a prequel series. So that's why this book is a little bit different, because it's supposed to be a prequel before the first arc, actually. Because like here, it shows like all of the arcs. The prophecy begins, the new prophecy, power of 3, omen of the stars, a vision of shadows, which is actually the 6th arc, but this is a prequel arc, so it's technically based beforehand. And it says, and see how the clans came to be in Dawn of the Clans. Or is Vision of Shadows first? I swore Vision of Shadows was after Dawn of the Clans. I'm looking that up. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So what am I looking for? I'll put in Warriors, Vision of Shadows, and I'm sure it'll tell me if it's like, you know, which arc it is. A Vision of Shadows is the 6th arc of Warriors. Yes, I was right. It is the 6th arc. So even though Dawn of the Clans came before it, it's actually before all of this. So yeah. So that's at least what I was told from my friend who's read all the books, well, almost all the books. She just got some more that she haven't read yet for Christmas, so she should be catching up soon. She still hasn't read, you know, the novels that haven't been published either, and obviously, and she hasn't read the 7th arc yet, because she's waiting for them all to come out to read them, which is what I'm doing. So, but I'm like really behind anyway, so I'm probably still gonna have to wait a long time, because I'm gonna finish. It's not gonna take me all year to finish all this. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of books, but it's still not gonna take me all year to finish this. Like, I read too fast for that to happen. So yeah, I could probably finish all of this in. Well, I have to be realistic, so I'd say there's a lot of books, and because of work, I'm gonna give myself 2 months to finish all of this, because I would say a month, but with work and honestly and other stuff I have to do around the house and stuff, I'm going to say 2 months, because it's not like I can only read. If I can only read, I can finish this in a month. I could probably finish it in less than a month, let's be real. But yeah, so fun. So yay, more books, and I have more coming, because I have the rest. What the heck is in here? Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have the rest of both of these arcs. I have like what? 2 from A Vision of Shadow. No, 2 of Dawn of the Clans. Okay. So I have 2 from Dawn of the Clans. And then 1 from Vision of Shadows. Plus I have the rest of both of these arcs together. There's 6 books in all of each arc. Plus I have a set of novellas. So, and each set of novellas is 3 per set. So there's 3 novellas that I have coming too. I wasn't actually gonna get any of the novellas yet. I was gonna wait, but that one was like really cheap. If I remember correctly, I found it for only like a couple of dollars. So I was like, I'm taking it now before that deal goes away. Like seriously, I'd be a fool not to take that deal. But the rest of the novellas, I will wait. I did find I think the rest of the novellas all in one set for only like $25. It's in between $20 and $30. And I actually think it's a really good deal, because that's a good 12 books in one thing. And honestly, that's a pretty good deal for 12 books, you know. So yeah, I've never read a novella before, so I'm a little confused about how novellas work. But they're part of the Warrior series, so I'm gonna give them a try. I'm not gonna try the mangas though, but that's because I tried the Seekers mangas, and Seekers is my everything, and I didn't hate the story or anything. The stories were fine, but it's the storytelling I didn't like. I'm not a fan of mangas, So I'm not gonna throw away these secret mangas because I'm a little obsessed. I don't have the heart to do it, but I don't see me ever reading them again. And if I'm not a huge fan of the secret mangas, there's no way I'm gonna be a fan of the Warriors mangas. Like, just no. So yeah. So yay! I have all these books. And I have this book. This book. So yay! I'm gonna give that to my mom in just a minute. So yay! So many books. I might have a problem. I bought so many books lately in this month. I was spoiling myself a little bit, okay? Don't judge. I also bought a bookshelf because it's about time, because I need a bookshelf, let's be real. I have nowhere to put my books anymore. They're all just stacking on the side of my bed because I have nowhere to put them. So, yeah, so I bought one bookshelf. I'll be buying more, obviously, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to seriously turn that one little corner of my apartment into a library. I'm going to have my own mini library, and I'm so excited for it to finally come out. And I'm definitely going to show you when it looks like a full library. When I do get that bookshelf, though, I'm going to make a little bookshelf tour. You guys are gonna see me organize my bookshelf, and I'm gonna show you every book that's on my bookshelf. So by the time the bookshelf comes, all my books should be here that I bought, hopefully, and then I'll have more books coming. So yeah, and the bookshelf I bought, there's like 2 rows of shelves, and there's like 4, and then 2 rows. It's hard to explain, but so one side is gonna probably be for Erin Hunter's books because she has a lot of books. Well, they have a lot of books, like seriously. Mostly Warriors, but like I said, I'm gonna eventually get Survivors and Bravelands too, which I'm gonna do after I'm done with all the Warriors. So yeah. So yay! That's all for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment. If you had a recent book haul, if you bought a lot of books this month, because then I wouldn't be alone. And you can follow me on Twitter, Goodreads, and in Bookstagram as Secret Books, and I'll talk to you guys later.